Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Narad Muni continues speaking to King Prachina Barhi. Says, O king, when Puranjana combined with that beautiful lady, they became couples and enjoyed in that city of their body for 100 years. When a woman marries a man, she occupies a man's last name and the lineage and lives in the house of man. Similarly, when that beautiful lady united with Puranjana, lived in the same body as Puranjana. Pura means body and Jana means the spirit. Means she lived in the same body where the spirit soul lived. Puranjana accepted her security people, those who were guarding her. There were 10 senses and 5-hooded cobra who were guarding the beautiful lady. That beautiful lady represented the mind. So when mind is accepted, it got 10 subservients called 10 senses. And 5-hooded snake is 5 airs, we had discussed previously. Living in the body means experiencing miseries and happiness in life. The miseries or happiness or both together come rewarded to one due to their past deeds. Starting from the lowest living entity, smallest insignificant living entity, ants or moths, or smaller than that, till the highest living entity called Lord Brahma, everybody's duration of life is decided to be 100 years as per their calculation. Ant lives few days and Brahma lives innumerable years. Human being lives 100 years. Cow lives maybe 9-10 years, but as per them they live 100 years. City is compared to the body. Body is compared to the city, in which mind and the spirit live and experience and go through their experience as per their karma. When both mind like woman and man like Puranjana like Atma lived in that body, they enjoyed in that lake. You might remember I had discussed previously about the lake and garden. Lake is the family life. They enjoyed their family life while playing. They, as per their activities, they were glorified or criticized by their people. No one can say where they have come from, who sent them in this world, why they exist here, what is the purpose of life, why miseries are forced upon them. Although they crave for happiness, happiness is not rewarded sometimes. And where they will go after death, nobody knows about this. But they have false ego. Ego. I'm a man. I'm a woman. I'm an American. I'm an Indian. I'm educated, I'm rich, I'm a professor, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer. All this. Most of the people do not know they take birth empty-handed and they die empty-handed. They take nothing. Between birth and death, whatever they possess, that is false ego. That makes them egotistic. They have no limits to their pride, even though they know they owe nothing. Everything is temporary. This is the play of Maya. Maya plays in this way. Narada Muni further says that these two, mind and soul, means that beautiful lady and Puranjana lived. That gate-like body had 9 holes. Now, city-like body, that city, kingdom-like body has 9 holes, means 9 gates. These gates were 7 upper side and 2 lower side. Using these gates, this Puranjana-like spirit get exit to do his activities. This city-like body having 9 gates is owned, possessed, ruled by the spirit, Puranjana. Just to fulfill his desires of enjoying, he would go out one of these gates or both 2 of these gates and do his things. There were 7 upper gates, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. There are 2 lower gates. The penis, sense of organ of generation and organ of evacuation, rectum. Using which the owner, Puranjana, would do his deeds. The eastern gates, they are called eastern gates, are 5. 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, and 1 mouth. 1 gate is in the north, that is called left ear. 1 gate is in the south, called the right ear. 2 gates in the west, they are bottom holes. Just as Narada Muni says, just as a thief steals, does not think that he will be incarcerated, carries on stealing, and one day he gets caught and incarcerated. But he does not meditate that he will be incarcerated. Similarly, a fish does not know she will die, but due to the hankering of taste, fish catches a worm hooked to a hook, and catches the worm and gets entangled and thus dies. The moths at night, they come to a flame. They become attracted to the flame and they jump to touch or be with it and just die. They do not think they will be dead. Similarly, deer. Deer does not know she will get caught in the net spreaded by a hunter, and he listens to the play music of a hunter and gets caught and dies. Similarly, the living entity does not know that it will be dead by connecting with an opposite gender. Man is the death for a woman. Woman brings death to the man. They just become united, not thinking that will reward them death. Narada Muni says this. I don't say it. Remember, man is death for woman, woman is death for a man. And they both, not thinking they will be dead, like fish holds the hook, not thinking it will be dead. Similarly, this is the situation of man and woman in this world today. Man is a cobra bite for a woman, which dies in one day. Woman is a cobra bite for a man, which dies in one day. But man and woman, each other they fight, experience like bite for whole their life. This experience of tensions, misery, unhappiness goes through whole life. While experiencing family pleasures and pains, person forgets everything of this world. What is the goal of a human being is not remembered by those people who are entangled in the family life. Still, person wants to get married. This is the play of Maya. Even though they see those who are married, they are not happy. Still, either man or woman, both want to get married. They crave, they hanker, they want to get married. How can I connect to an opposite gender? How foolish the living entity is, just see. That is the play of Maya. How surprising it is, Narada Muni says, to King Prachina Barhi. When Puranjana got united with that beautiful lady called Mind, they remained in one body and lived very happily, thought they were happy. Narada Muni further says, O King Prachinavarhi, that city called body had two gates very close on eastern direction. They are very close and built close by, whose names were Khadyota and Avirmukhi. Khadyota means glowworm. Avirmukhi means torchlight or flame, lamp. Using these two gates, Puranjana would exit the gate with a friend, not alone, named Dyumana. Dyumana means sun in the sky. Without the help of sun, eyes cannot see. Eyes are built close by, and they are eastern gates. Their name we have explained, Khadyota and Avirmukhi. Khadyota means glowworm, which jumps in the fire to die, and Avirmukhi means requires help. Left eye and right eye. Left eye is weaker to see in seeing, and right eye has more power to see. But Without the light, sunlight or torchlight, they cannot see. The person who lives in the body, spirit soul, is free to enjoy, but there is a limit of freedom because has to cooperate with material nature to enjoy, has to take advantage of material nature, covered with three modes of material nature, like that. Because it is called as the owner of the body, it don't have full ownership or freedom. Then there are two more gates, holes built close by on eastern side. They are called Nalini and Nalini, two nostrils. Nalini means exhaling. Nalini means inhaling. Their work, when Puranjana goes out through this two gates, nostrils, it goes to Saurabha. Well, inhaling and exhaling. It's called pranavayu, life air. And when Puranjana would exit these two gates, he would exit with his friend called Avadhuta. Avadhuta means process of breathing, like pranayama or like that. But go to a place called Saurabha means fragrant, smelling. You would go to smell there. What allegory Narada Muni speaks, just see. Then there is one more gate called Mukhya on eastern side. And he would go with two friends. He would exit through Mukhya gate, usually taking two friends. That is Bahudana and Apana. And would go to two places. That is Rasagya and Vipana. No, he would exit with two friends called Rasagya and Vipana and would go to two places, Bahudana and Apana, like that. I spoke a little. He's forgetting. Rasagya means the tongue, whose nature is to taste pleasures, taste. Rasagya. That is, Vipana means speaking. So it got two functions, speaking, reading, and tasting. But go to Vipana means eating. Go to the place called Vipana means for eating. And Bahudana means for eating. And Apana means drinking. And there's a main gate. Then there is a southern gate, south side. That is called right ear. Southern gate was called Pitruhu. And he would exit with a friend called Srutadhara. Pitruhu is called ritualistic ceremonies. And Srutadhara, it means reading scriptures and going to heaven. Performing Vedic Karma Kanda, going to Dakshina Panchala means heaven. And there is one gate built in north. A northern gate is called a Devahu. And using this, he would go out with Srutadhara friend and would go to Uttara Panchala. Devahu means spiritual life. That represents spiritual life. It's meant for spiritual life, not religious life. Religion takes to heaven, spiritual takes to Vaikuntha, spiritual world. Srutadhara means study of scriptures. Uttara Panchala means Vaikuntha, the spiritual world. Back home, back to Godhead. When spiritual master calls a disciple for initiation, disciple pays obeisances, showing the left ear to Guru. On the western side, there are two gates. One of them is in the front, another one is in the back of the body, in the bottom part. The front portion front gate is called Asuri, using which Puranjana would exit with his friend called Durmada and go to the place called Gramaka. Why it is named as Asuri? Because it is used for sex, Maithuna, sex life. That is called Asuri. Durmada means false ego, arrogancy, pride. Yes, me, I am, my wife, my husband, like that. Gramaka means sexual intercourse. Although it is built just for urination, they use it for sense gratification through intercourse. That's why it is called Asuri, demoniac. Gramaka also means sense gratification, family life, giving birth to children, etc. Grihasthasrama means those householders who follow scriptural injunctions while living with the family, and Grihamedhi, who do not care about following any rules. Both of them, they use this. Eating, sleeping, producing children, making money, spending, and making a show that I'm doing well. Ego. Indriyarthan vimudhatma mithyachara sa uchyate. Lord Kṛṣṇa speaks in the Bhāgavad Gita. Whoever's mind is engaged in thinking of this sense gratification, they are just a show and egotistic. That is called Gramaka. Indriyasyendriyasyarthe ragatveso vyavastito. Whose senses are engaged in sense gratification, they are called Gramaka. And they have that false ego in them. They are called Gramaka. Tayor nabasmagachet. Those who want to go to spiritual world, they should not engage in this or become attracted to this, become mesmerized by this. Just solemnly engage in this, not engage. One may be grihastha, may have to sleep with husband or wife, have to produce children, but main goal is to be Krishna conscious. then is perfect life. One should not become controlled by sensual desires. Actually, wherever sun rises first, that place is called Punya Bhumi, land of austerity, penance, purity. And the sun sets that place and rises somewhere else, that is called Bhoga Bhumi, means place of enjoyment, sense gratification, craving all the time to enjoy copulation. Sun rises first, there it's called eastern place. And sun rises on the same day, but after setting there, same day, Saturday, it rises, sets there, and Saturday it rises here again, Saturday. That is called Western place. In the Western countries, it's very difficult to become spiritually inclined. Those who become spiritually inclined, it's very difficult for them to maintain spiritual life. Only very few who are very fortunate, they maintain spiritual life properly, hold their life in the Western world. Rest, they are only interested in sense gratification. These people, they only want to enjoy material life. That's why it is called Bhoga Bhumi, means land of material enjoyment. There is one more gate in the western side that is called Niruti, that is rectum, using which Puranjana would take his friend Lubdhaka and go to a place called Vasana. So, Niruti is the rectum, and Lubdhaka is releasing air. Vasana means evacuation. While releasing stool, person has to also pass gas, and that is very painful, or called hole or gate of death. Rectum is gate of death. Very painful to die through there. Only those who are very grievously sinful, they die through bottom holes. Very painful death. Garuda Purana states, Urdhva chidra gata prana swargam yanti narottama adha chidra gata prana narake prasadaranam. Those who die through upper holes, there are 7. When one dies through mouth, whose mouth is wide open. One who dies through ears, eyes is wide open. One who dies through nostrils, they bleed. One who dies through ears, they also bleed there. If the blood comes through ears, person dead through, left his soul through ears. Person opened his eyes wide open, like that. So, they go to heaven. Garuda Purana says, Urdhve gachanti sattvastha madhye tishtanti rajasa, like that. Bhagavad Gita. After enjoying in heaven for 10,000 years, limit is 10,000 years in heaven. That's why devotees don't want to go to heaven. Why? Because it's temporary too. 10,000 years. Here you live 100 years, you live 10,000 years. What is much difference? Not much difference. You die there too. You take birth and die. You experience all pains. Why you go to heaven? So, when 10,000 years pass there, you fall down again to this world. So, one may question, what is the symptom that a person has come from heaven? Swarg, such are 4. 4 symptoms are there. One who has come from heaven. Swarge sthatanam cha iha loke chatvari chinnani prasanti dehe dana prasango madhurachavani devarchanam brahmana tarpanam cha. Four symptoms are seen, those who have come from heaven. That is, wants to give charity, very desirous to give charity to an authentic person who is authorized to receive. Wants to give always. He's interested. He makes $10, he wants to give 9, wants to give only 1 maybe, or wants to give 5. So he wants to give, please take, I want to give it. That is dana prasanga. Madhura Chavani speaks only scriptural talk. Madhura means not sweet. Sinners also speak very sweetly. Sweet words, dushtulokir misti katha. Those who speak sweetly, they're very bad people. Shastra says. Those who are bad, they will speak to, how are you? Let's go to cinema. That is hellish. Let's have a drink. Want to take a whiskey or something. Go to hell. So, no. Speak scripturally. Devarchana worships God. It is leaning to worship God, wants demigod, something. Very either dharmic, religious person. Brahmana tarpanam wants to associate real Brahmins who don't take tea or take any beedis, no eating onions. Such kind of people he wants to associate with. These are the qualities of a person, natural qualities, who descend from heaven. Those who die with bottom holes, adhachidram, gata prana naraka eva prasadaranam, they go through hellish, they go to hellish planet. How long they live there? 60,000 years. 6 times more they pass time in hell. Very difficult to go to hell. Very easy to go to heaven. And easiest is to go to spiritual world, from where you never die, never come back to this world. Sport with God. Let's go there. Very good. So, what happens is, after suffering 60,000 years, they come back here again. So, what are the symptoms of those? Atyanta kopa katuta chavani, daridrata chasvajane subairam, nicha prasango kulahina seva, chinnani dehe narake sthitanam. See, atyanta kopa, continuously, always remaining angry and very angry. Speaking always very harshly for unnecessary to speak. Guru also speaks harsh, but that is second. That is for correction. Daridrata, very poor. Even though makes money, all money is gone. We don't know where. Swajane subairam, keeps enmity with their own friends. Then, nicha prasango, associated with very low class people. Kulahina seva means serves or be friendly with those who are very, very, very low class, chandalas, dog eaters, mlechas, yavanas, pathans, like that. Those who do good go to heaven, those who do bad, they go to hell. There is third one called a devotee. He has no rules because he serves the Supreme Lord, dedicated to God. So there are no rules for him to depart from any hole, at any time, in any place, in any circumstance. Goes to spiritual world because God takes charge of that person. That's why he is titled by God as a Vaishnava. Vaishnava means person of God. Thank you very much.